This podcast was produced by B. Haywood for Confirmed Podcast Network.
Hey guys, welcome back to We Them Girls podcast.
And I might be doing something on it.
Hey, look all right. You look real Pentecost Sunday-ish.
That's what it was today, ain't it?
Y'all look real good in your all white.
Mm-hmm.
I had to watch it online,
Mm.
but I feel like I got the same experience. Well, maybe not the same experience, but I got a really
The same message.
experience. The spirit was dwelling
Mm-hmm.
within my living room.
Mm-hmm. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
That girl Mel here.
Annabelle in a cut.
How y'all feeling?
We feeling good.
Y'all see I got my sunglasses on. Y'all can't see my eyes probably a little up. They a little low.
I know, no. They feel like it. My hair is tight.
When you drink, do you feel like your head is swelling?
Yeah.
Because that's exactly how I be feeling.
It's probably why I don't be drinking all the time no more.
Girl, it's been a couple of weeks. But I don't drink all the time.
Wow. Y'all heard any noise in the background? Yep. Little Charlie in the back. Let me not
Right.
call her name too much because she came over in the
Right.
camera.
Let her live. We just came from a graduation party. Shout out to Dr. Ashby. It's my good girlfriend. We've been friends since freshman year of high school.
We've been friends since me and you've been friends.
And she been in school.
Since school.
Since school. She ain't never stopped. I ain't never stopped. I was like, because for the longest, I was like, when are you gonna be done with school? Because, like, she's always been in school. I was like, maybe you just love learning.
She does.
She does.
Because she likes teaching.
She's a teacher. She loves education, and I think she really enjoys learning, but she got her doctorate finally. And I think she's done for now. I'm not going to say she's done forever. But, yeah, I feel like she's going
She'll
to
be
get
the
that
told us she's going to learn something.
itch.
later
Yeah.
on.
I feel like she's going to get that itch eventually. But it was a good time.
We had a good old time.
It was good vibes. I just kept looking around. I was like, this just looks like pure joy. Everybody was smiling. Everybody was just enjoying themselves. She
was happy.
So happy. I think she's just finally glad to be done and to be able to just breathe.
I would be.
That's all at school. That's why I knew I wasn't going back.
Nope.
Because I got my degree in psychology, and you can't really do much with a bachelor's degree in psychology. Like, you got to at least get a master's, and they really not going to take you too serious unless you got a doctorate. And I knew I wasn't doing all of that.
That's a whole lot of schooling.
Child. No. Because for real, like, even when I was taking the psychology classes, like, I enjoyed the classes, but when it got to, I didn't realize how scientific psychology was. When it got to, like, the research classes and stuff, I was like, oh, I don't enjoy this at all. It's a whole lot of graphs and data that you got to collect.
That's why I didn't complete dental school.
That's all science, ain't it? You got to take biology and anatomy and all of it.
Yeah. But I mean, it's the same thing for her. So transitioning to her wasn't too bad,
But with her, it's like, yes, you have to learn that stuff,
but we don't have to use it all the time.
no, it's not like a yeah, it's not an all the time thing. But yeah, I had a good time and we lit.
Yeah. But if you don't already, you need to stop what you're doing and go and follow us on Instagram and TikTok at We Them Girls Pod and on YouTube at We Them Girls Podcast. Y'all have been doing it up.
Baby. If you listening also, because I know a lot of y'all watch, but a lot of y'all listen on like streaming podcasts and stuff. So if you're listening, you can send a text message by clicking the link in the show notes. And you can text us and we can discuss your message.
We like a little text.
Maybe you got a question. Maybe you need some advice. Maybe you got something you want us to discuss. Send it to the message link.
Hurry
We'll
up.
do it on the podcast.
Yeah, do it next time.
But y'all been showing out because we told y'all last episode that our goal was 400 followers
See what it said right now.
on Instagram.
Let me see if my phone will unlock. And we at 513.
Do your big one like you been doing. Do it all the time. Y'all keep doing what you been doing. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Send them my page. Send them the clip that y'all been running up because
It's been going up.
you know, I think we might have went viral.
It did. Let me see. It sure did. Put it on the shade room.
Child, because we posted the clip and it didn't do nothing that first day, and I woke up the next day and I was like, "What's happening?
Something's happening.
Something is happening."
Craziness.
And y'all, you know, I feel like when you say some real stuff, sometimes it resonates.
People
with
like
a whole
real.
lot of people.
We've been telling y'all we keep it real.
That's all we do. That's all we can do. That's all we know how to do.
Ain't gonna do nothing else. Ain't gonna sugarcoat. They be mad at me sometimes because I don't be sugarcoating
I'm
nothing.
not gonna sugarcoat. And what I'm also not gonna do is go back and forth. So,
Take it for what it is.
period. And you know another thing I was thinking, because you know how, like people will comment in celebrities and influencers and stuff commenting on they posts and stuff, and people expect them not to respond
We gonna respond
as if they're not people.
to some things.
Yeah, I'm not gonna respond to everything because some stuff is just like, please.
Yeah.
Especially if I go and look at your profile.
And you look as goofy as your comment.
Please, I'm not responding to that.
Giving Netta.
But it's like, how do y'all expect celebrities to not ever want to respond to anything as if they're not humans with human emotion? And y'all be having them fucked up.
I seen somebody say, I don't see how Beyonce do it.
I
She
feel
don't
like
respond to nothing.
She don't. But I also feel like Beyonce probably has a dummy account or something
Probably.
that she be looking and scrolling through on Instagram instead of her own page.
She might be commenting for me.
She might. You never know. Because for the longest, Beyonce, you never even saw Beyonce on Instagram. She would post like once or twice a year. But she knows everything that's going on. So she's watching somehow.
Somebody's watching for her.
Or she's watching herself.
Both.
Because I don't feel like it's somebody that's watching and then reporting back to her every time they see something. I feel like she's watching. She be knowing what's going on. She's tuned in to the people. But it's definitely some celebrities that is gonna clap back every time.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
I don't ever see anything wrong with it. People are people.
We're human.
And if you got me fucked up. But nah, it's something. I'm just not gonna respond. I'm gonna let you have your little moment. But no, it's been a good time.
I'm feeling like real chill.
Period. Anything you want to free yourself from?
Oh, yeah, I rolled out my tickets for my mini class, Little's hair class. So if you are in the Louisville area, June 22nd from 10 to 2, I will be teaching a class to parents on basic styling for their kids ages 2 and up. Moms and dads are welcome. Bring one of your children. I know some people have multiple, but for time and space wise, just figure out which one you want to bring. Just bring one. Tickets are $120. Includes light refreshments and a gift bag. There will also be product on hand that you can purchase. But yeah, it is a hands-on class for you all. I've been asked multiple times, and I know there are a lot of parents who adopt or foster. So I just wanted to start something that will help them. So hopefully I have quite a few adoptive parents that want to participate in the class. So June 22nd from 10 to 2, and the location will be given once you purchase a ticket. So that's it.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm so excited.
You've been talking about it for a long time, talking about wanting to do it for a long time, and to see the response is pretty dope.
Yeah.
So people been waiting on it. People need it. It's something that you're filling a gap that is needed. Like ain't no classes out there right now, not in Louisville.
No, not for little people. And I feel like coming into the salon is probably overwhelming for the little people. It's too much for them just being around others. So it's gonna be a space where it's other little people, other little people. I recommend to bring tablets just so that they're comfortable, and because we'll be there for a while. So they'll have snacks. Parents will have snacks. It's gonna be a good time.
And we don't do kids, so
we don't do services on kids.
She gonna teach y'all how to do your own kids' hair. That way, you ain't gotta bring your kids into.
Y'all gonna learn how to, and it's basic styling, so just something, to get y'all through every day when it's time to go to work. Just, something simple.
Yeah. So your littles feel cute.
So they're not running around looking crazy.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
So
I'm excited for you.
Yay.
I'm very excited. I'm excited about the response. I'm excited that other people are excited.
They are. Like, I'm hyped. One of my clients asked me if she could put it in a mom's group. So I'm excited for that. I think it's going to get a good response. I was going to say I'm not prepared for all of the response, but I am prepared because it's going to be
You prepared because God is preparing you.
Yeah, and I'm excited for that. So
yeah.
I'm hyped, y'all.
Period.
This is my little step to being a doula. Do that right now.
Right.
This is my way of, another one of my ways of helping families in the community. So I'm hyped.
Come on.
I'm hyped.
I'm hyped for you.
Thanks.
Something I want to free myself from. I hope that they put Diddy under the jail.
Say Diddy because it sounded like you said Diddy.
I hope that they put Diddy under the jail. They knew exactly who the fuck I was talking about.
Because not me. Come on. Because he was there wrong.
Period.
You see his video, though?
Yeah, I seen the video. First
not
of all,
that one, though.
I know.
Yeah.
You could have kept your little response video, sir. You not sorry. Because the only reason you're sorry now is because the video is out. You put your hands on her years ago.
And that's why he was thanking her at that award show, because he knew that it was going to come out.
Child.
And he knew that he had already messed up, and he knew that Cassie was going to be talking about it.
Because when we was watching that, and he was like, and I want to thank Cassie, and I was sitting there like,
yeah,
why is he thanking Cassie? It was so random when he did it. And then when all the stuff started coming out, I was like, if that ain't manipulation at its finest.
That's why he paid off.
Paid off, and it still came out, nigga.
Stupid.
Look at you, looking dumb with that fucking towel around you.
With your muffin top. Because then he got a little muffin.
He looks stupid. It pissed me off so bad. And the thing is, I never didn't believe her. Like, I always believed her the whole time. And it's sad for the people that didn't believe her. Like, they needed proof.
I don't put nothing past nobody.
I'm gonna believe
proof.
I'm gonna believe women. Like, it's some women that be out there lying.
Yeah, they be.
But I'm gonna believe you.
Facts.
If it comes out that you lying, then it's like God gonna deal with you on that. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But I'm gonna believe you the first time. I always believed Cassie. You could just look at Diddy and tell.
And just the difference in how she looks, or how she looked when she was with Diddy versus now.
And look at the power dynamic there. She was, what, 19?
And she was signed to him, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And signed to some crazy deal. Like, I forgot how many albums or some shit that she had to, like.
Did she make it past 2?
How many songs you heard? She ain't put out no music.
She's probably fed up.
She ain't put out no music. He was too busy abusing her. Mentally, physically, financially.
That sucks.
It like I could not imagine being in the circumstance that she was in with that man, her or Kim Porter, or any of the other. Because I don't even know what all he had going on.
I was thinking that too. I was like, I hope that. Well, maybe he is wherever he is, or they gonna put him in the jail. But just hoping that nothing happens. So I feel like anybody that comes out speaking on Diddy, something happens to them.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just like, I just hope and pray that she's okay. But she's got her husband though, so she should be good.
I feel like she got some stuff in place.
She
She's
do.
gonna be all right.
She do.
Because if it doesn't get this far,
She got
it's
too
not
much on her.
gotten this far with anybody else. Like as far as evidence and stuff coming out, I feel like she got some stuff in place. But one thing that I hate is that she has to relive this
Yeah.
all over again. Because it's one thing to put out the details of what happened. It's another thing to see a video of what happened to you. Like you're in the video, you got to watch yourself being abused all over again.
Maybe she didn't watch it. I hope she didn't watch it.
I just pray that she's okay.
I
just pray for her mind.
She's moved on. She's doing something else. So hopefully, I know like it's not put behind her because it's resurfacing, but as far as like her watching and just being involved with it,
Yeah.
hopefully that's like behind her.
I just know it sucks to like, because re-traumatizing or being re-traumatized is definitely a thing. Even if you have gotten past it, even if you have healed from it.
Yeah, because
Like,
it opens
to
the wound
see it again is crazy. Like I couldn't imagine having to be in her shoes right now. So just praying for Cassie and praying for them kids, them girls. I'm praying for all of them kids because people are like, King comes. They like, he was like coming to his daddy's aid and all of that. I'm like, but that's his daddy. So it's like, that's what he was raised around. That's what he knew. So yes, his daddy's in the wrong.
Yeah.
But that's how his daddy raised him. So I'm praying for him too. Like he needs some healing too. Like it's a whole lot of trauma that a lot of people that have come in his orbit have to heal from.
Was that because it was a meme of Albie Shore telling his son to come home?
Yeah.
Was it true or no?
I mean, I believe it's true, but I just don't wholeheartedly agree with parents going on the daggone internet.
Right.
You got that man's son. I mean, that man's number.
Text me.
If that's your son, don't go on Instagram talking about son come home. Text him.
Sure. And if he's got you blocked, just send him a message.
If he's got you blocked, then
it is what it is.
Pray about it. Pray that God opens that door again. But what is putting it on Instagram gonna do? I feel like a lot of people put stuff on Instagram for the world to see, so they can get other people on their side to like validate them and make them feel better.
And we don't know y'all from a can of paint.
What am I gonna do, Al?
And we don't care.
I can't do nothing for you.
Can't help you bring
am
out a son home.
Minding my black business
with my no kids.
I can't do nothing for you. I'm praying for Al too, child. All of them has something to do. Anybody that was in Diddy's orbit.
Period.
It's a lot going on over.
Yeah.
He looked bad, child.
Look a little swole, don't he? I was watching that
Lips
video.
look real black.
I was like, man, Diddy looking a little swole.
He probably been drinking his life away.
Man.
Smoking his life away.
And them veneers was big.
Put them glasses back on.
Yeah, put them glasses on.
He look bad. It's the fact that you try to come on there with an apology video.
He's talking about, I done went to therapy and, I was messed up in the mind.
He always try to say, I went and talked to the lady. I went to therapy. Boy, I don't care about none of that. Why you wasn't at therapy then when you was beating my ass?
It's not funny.
It's not, but it's like, sir, I don't care that you went to therapy now. I don't.
Because you can't take it back.
Talking about I was at rock bottom. First of all, that was in what?
What was it, 2000 something? 19? Or was it before that?
I think it might have been before that. But how long where you wasn't at rock bottom the whole time you was with Cassie. And you probably did some more terrible stuff after you left Cassie, or after Cassie left you. I don't know how the situation ended. But don't try to say you was at rock bottom when that happened. No, you were caught. And you probably paid them off to make sure that video never came out, and it finally came out, and now all of a sudden
they done put all your footage out. They going through the footage.
Boy, eat them consequences.
It's going through the footage. They putting it out there.
Eat them consequences.
Oh man.
Pray for these people. Pray for these people.
These celebrities.
So what dinner? You know, the little news cycle been jumping a little bit. So I know y'all done seen the video.
Oh, your boy with the schoolhouse.
The schoolhouse? The black male teacher.
Letting them kids take
Yeah, he was having his students, his little besties, take his braids.
That's strange. Don't call them kids your besties.
I found that very strange. Let's start with, I didn't like the way he was talking on that video. Why are you trying to talk all low and seductive? Boy, speak up. I can't hear you.
I feel like he just talks like it. You know, science teachers are weird.
I don't feel like he just talks like it, because in the follow-up video, he was
talking hard.
Yeah, uh-huh.
He had
now lips here, everything's fun. You got a little bit more in your chest.
Was twisted up and talking hard in the camera.
So what did you think? For y'all that don't know, for y'all that have been under a rock, there was a black male teacher who he had his students, female students, taking his braids down because he had a hair appointment after he left school, and he didn't have time to take his braids down before his appointment. And that was one of the requirements of his stylist, is that you come with your hair already taken down.
He could have had one of his female friends take his hair down.
Another question I have, though, is was your hair supposed to be taken down, shampooed, and blown out, or was it just supposed to be taken down?
Who shampooed and blew it out? Nobody?
No, that's what I'm wondering about the stylist.
I don't know, but you could have had one of your female. If it was going to cause all this ruckus, you could have had one of your female friends.
You could have asked your stylist if you could have just paid her
a little extra.
Or you could have scheduled your appointment back.
You know what time you get out of school?
You know? He said that he didn't have time to take his braids down the night before because they had some type of news thing the day of. I think his appointment was right after school. So he didn't have time.
When you get home and half when you wake up in the morning.
No, they had like a news special or something that day.
Oh.
So he had to look presentable for that.
Boy, you could brush your hair in a ponytail.
He could do something.
You got a brush.
Anyways, he had his students taking his braids down, and there was this. He recorded it.
First of all,
and
I don't understand why you felt the need to record that.
I feel like we live in an age nowadays where people record everything.
And that didn't. If you wanted your students to take your hair down, you didn't need to record it. You could have just left that between y'all.
I'm under the impression that he records a lot of the stuff.
He does, but that you could have.
But if you record it, it's my thing. If you record something, you put it online, it's up there for everybody's opinion and scrutiny. So whatever comes from that, you posted it. You recorded it, you put their faces on there, and you posted it.
You put their faces on there.
That's crazy.
And you know how they feel about that.
That's crazy in and of itself. So I feel like there were a lot of responses. A lot of people felt it was inappropriate. A lot of people felt there was some type of like sexual inappropriateness. And then some people just didn't see anything wrong with it. What was your
think I think that, and this is just knowing and like growing up with younger male, like when we went to summer camp as kids, we had younger, what do they call them in the summer camps?
Like camp leaders.
Camp leaders. And there were cute guys that were camp leaders. So,
and the girls had crushes on them.
Exactly.
Yep.
So that could have been the thing with taking his hair down and it's younger girls and playing in his. You don't know what is gonna come from that. You don't know what these girls are feeling or what he's feeling. I understand that some teachers do create different bonds with their students, but there's a boundary.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta set a boundary. And I think some just get too close.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like you didn't need to record that.
You didn't need to record
You could have just left it in your classroom. Between you could have recorded something another day.
Yeah.
And if it was all of that and you had to have it taken down before you went to the salon, then you should have had them hurry up and just leave the phone down.
I feel like I didn't see anything sexual with it.
No.
I feel like a lot of times, society
over sexualized.
Yes,
anyway.
over sexualized everything.
Mm-hmm.
If there's a male and a female involved, it's gonna be over sexualized.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think it was inappropriate? Absolutely. I think it was unprofessional and inappropriate, and I feel like they coincide with each other because, first of all, I'm not your stylist as a student.
And where they get these combs? Everybody got combs in their.
I always had a comb in my purse. Stay with a comb in my purse.
I'm dead.
I
did too.
And it was a rat tail. So I understand. Because it was several combs in his head.
Yeah, what got me? Wait, was him crying on that video? Get some tissue. Dry it up.
Dry them tears up.
You knew you recorded it and put it on there.
Period.
You knew the consequence. But anyway.
I definitely felt like it was inappropriate, mainly because you at school. You're a teacher. Like you said, there should be boundaries that you have with your students. I'm all for creating bonds with your students. I feel like there's a different way that you can go about it.
And you do that in other ways.
There's so many ways that you can go about creating bonds with your students. I'm sure that they had an amazing relationship with him. I'm sure that they loved him as a teacher. I'm sure he was a great teacher. I'm sure that he didn't have any malicious intent behind it. However, just because you didn't mean any wrongdoing, don't mean that it can't come off inappropriate. And it was inappropriate. And as a stylist, ew. We take down so many people's hair, and y'all's heads be filthy.
True.
Right. So you got all these little girls in your head.
True.
Ain't no telling how long your braids been up.
They looked a little rough.
They did. Ain't no telling if you sweating your scalp, so they taking your braids down. It might be a little moist. So now the dirt and dandruff that's in your scalp is moist too.
No proper sanitation. Them combs in their purse probably got flaming hot Cheeto crumbs on them. Probably smell like gum.
Them combs probably wasn't even clean.
They wasn't clean.
Cause
they got to be on.
Purse.
No, they ain't clean. They look caked up.
Got edge control on it. And they did not clean them combs off before they was all in your head.
Laying that lace right before they came to class.
And that's not their job. They are students. He talking about, I teach my students about symbiotic or something.
Relationship. Boy, this is not science right now.
And mutual relationships and how we can benefit from each other. First of all, this was not a mutually beneficial situation. You benefited.
This ain't no symbiosis. You might get some boring dermatitis.
Just flakes. Just flakes flying.
And you don't know what?
Gross. You the only one benefited. Talking about, I told them if they got done with their schoolwork early, that they would be rewarded. Rewarded by taking your braids down? That is insane to me.
Wow.
That is crazy. The only one benefiting her is you. And the only way they would be benefiting is if they was like, ooh, girl, I got to take down Mr. So-and-so's hair.
Boy.
Because, we besties. Y'all are not besties. That man is grown.
Then a mug. Y'all are children.
Children. He talking about if I had a child and she had a male teacher and he wanted his braids taken down,
mad.
I wouldn't be mad. Shut up. Because you probably would. Because why is my young daughter taking your braids down as a grown man? And the crazy thing is, the crazy thing is the inappropriateness of it is you are a grown male.
Mm-hmm.
You've never lived in the shoes of a girl,
Mm-hmm.
a teenage girl,
Mm-hmm.
and that power dynamic. And if, because we've been teenage girls in high school, and we know what it's like for the girls to have crushes on their teachers. And you don't know, like, who has a crush on you.
Mm-hmm.
If they do at all. Like, but you know, like, that can exist.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that dynamic is. And so it's all around just inappropriate, even if you didn't mean it like that.
Now look at you, snotting and crying on interviews, boy,
And you got far from your job.
and lost your license.
You about to lose your job. And did.
Dang,
That's
crazy.
crazy. Now, I didn't believe that man deserved to be fired.
He could got a little suspension.
That's what I felt like.
And to lose his little license.
I also feel like they was trying to like
Make an
prove a point.
example,
Yeah,
yeah.
make an example
Yeah.
because of how much traction they got, how much response they
Well,
got.
y'all need to be firing a whole lot of people.
Cause that's crazy. Yeah, man. Did not.
Y'all need to harass Diddy the way I did Chris Brown. They said
Cause I feel like a lot of people is just waiting for the Diddy stuff to pass.
it ain't. I seen something
And Diddy done did a whole lot.
too much.
Too much. Out here doing crazy stuff. But no, I just feel like it's a life lesson. Like when you do stuff, even if you didn't mean for it to come off a certain way, you don't get to control the consequences of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like there is gonna be a consequence to anything that you do,
Mm-hmm.
whether it be good or bad. And you just gotta eat that.
You gotta eat that up.
It absolutely sucks that man got fired and
Now what you
that
gonna
these
do?
students lost a good teacher that they had such strong bonds with, and now they got to get to know
Probably
another teacher.
had them coming to school. They look forward to coming to
Mhm.
school.
And I know what that's like too, and I hate that for him. I really do. Like I don't believe
Yeah.
that man deserved to be fired.
I
However,
bet he'll put that phone down. Cause you don't need to record everything.
you don't have to record everything. Because the crazy thing is, you could have just got your braids taken down and went to your hair appointment without recording and still had your job. It's crazy.
You ain't gotta show that you that friendly.
You don't though.
Nobody cares.
You really don't though. But I just feel like that's really like
Hopefully
Just-
they give him a job back.
he's gonna have to apply somewhere else.
Well, yeah.
Hey y'all, we them girls here. Are you a small business looking to grow your reach?
Well, we want to grow together. So DM us at We Them Girls Pod on IG, or you can email us at wethemgirls.pod@gmail.com.
We can't wait to grow with y'all.
I'm Big from the Big and Lazy podcast. I got my homie.
Lazy.
Fresh audio every Monday and every Tuesday we dropping.
The visual.
And while you're not checking us out, check out our sisters from the network, We Them Girls podcast on
Yeah.
anywhere you can find Apple, YouTube, Spotify, anywhere. Check
this, man.
us out.
I mean, it sucks. What y'all feel? Do y'all think that man deserved to be fired? Do y'all think it was inappropriate? Are you okay with what happened? Like, did you not see anything wrong with it? Did you feel like it was sexually inappropriate in any nature? What are your thoughts on it? Let's talk about it in the comments.
Or y'all letting the kids take y'all hair down too.
Of course, they letting their kids take their hair down. But guess what they not doing? Recording it. Because if Charlie wanted to help me take my braids down, I'm going to let her. But I'm also not a school teacher. And she's not my student.
Period.
I'm not a man also.
Now, what you doing taking that hair down? Sit down. Let her do it.
No, this also made me think of, see, I've been in my word, girl. I got a new
It was a
Bible.
word today. I did too. I
Yeah.
tabbed it the other night. It took me about an hour.
So what you like, put tabs on every book of the Bible?
Mm-hmm.
Did you write out the...
The tabs, it was a set on Amazon. It was the Bible,
Like,
the
what it take you so
tabs,
long for?
and it's the Bible, the tabs, and a 52-week study guide.
Mm-hmm.
And the tabs are stickers, and you just tab. I said, now I ain't know it's this many books in the Bible.
It's a whole lot of
It's a whole lot of
New
books.
Testament and Old Testament.
New and old. I said, Lord. said, now my eyes was getting all heavy. I said, all right, I'm going to do about 5 more. And I said, well, I'm at the end now. Might as well go on finish.
Girl, whenever I used to whenever I used to open the Bible to read my word, I would get so sleepy. Instantly.
It's a lot of books.
Like, what is happening? I'm trying to get the word in my heart.
Cut all the books.
But I'm falling asleep. What's happening? But no, I got a new Bible. And I've been really in my word. And I wanted to start at Genesis this time. Because a lot of the people would be like, well, start at Matthew, Mark, or Luke, John, Acts. Start there. And then you can, work your way around.
I just prayed about it and opened it.
And that's what I did at first. And then I was like, you know what? I want to start at Genesis and really, like, see what I was going on. You feel me? Like, I knew what was going on, had an idea of it, but I just didn't. I read it and then skimmed over it, but it still wasn't, like, as in-depth for me. And so I was reading about Adam and Eve. Everybody know the story of Adam and Eve.
Tell it.
They was in the Garden of Eden. God told them, y'all can eat from any of these trees, but don't eat from that one. The tree.
They did it anyway, didn't they?
Of course. If somebody tell you not to do something, then it just give you a little itch. You want to test it out.
Test it out. Lips gonna fall
Yes.
off.
See, that would have been why they ain't want me to eat from this one? So he said, don't eat from this one. But then a serpent came. It's the devil. He was like, now, he only told you not to eat from this because then it's going to make you equal to him. It's going to make you like him. And you're going to know everything that he know. But God was really just trying to protect them. He said, don't eat from this tree. So Eve, he came to Eve and asked who?
Now.
He came to Eve and he was like, no, if you can eat from any other tree, why couldn't you eat from this one?
Thought she was going to be saved from it.
She ate from that tree and then she went over to Adam and was like, Adam, here, eat this. It's good. And God told Adam not to eat from that tree too. But because he was tempted by Eve, he went ahead and did it. So then they knew that they was naked. They was naked this whole time. They didn't even know. Now all of a sudden they got all of this knowledge and they eyes were open and God was like, listen, since you disobeyed me, now you're going to have to eat these consequences. And Adam, as a man, y'all going to have to work for everything that y'all need to eat. Yeah, and it's going to be hard.
That's all.
It's
going to work for everything now.
And Eve, y'all going to be in so much pain when it comes to childbearing. Y'all going to have these painful periods.
Now, thank you, Lord, because I ain't experienced that.
Yeah. But, some women do.
Some do.
Yeah, y'all going to have these consequences because y'all disobeyed me. And it just made me think about life. And it's like, and of course, when he said it, Adam was like, well, Eve was the one that told me.
Did he say it like that?
Well, God, it wasn't my fault. Eve came over here with the apple, and she's the one who told me to eat it.
You can write a children's Bible.
For real. I might do it. But God was like, no, because I told you not to. And it don't matter who told you that it was okay to. If I told you not to do something, you disobeyed me, and there are consequences. And it just made me think, like, it don't matter how you try to rationalize it. If you're disobedient to God, if you sin against God, if you are disobedient, if God has convicted you of something and you do it anyways, there will be consequences. No matter how you try to rationalize it. Like, no matter how you try to,
or form.
Yeah. And you don't get to choose what those consequences are. You don't. Like, that man did not mean bad. He didn't mean, like, he didn't have any ill intent. I don't believe. But you're going to have to eat them consequences.
Eat them up. Pastor was talking about today. Like, we enjoy the healing power of the Holy Spirit, but not the conviction of the Holy Spirit. And I was just like, and I was just in tears as I was like, that is so real. Like, we appreciate the whole, like the healing power of it, but when we get confronted about what we doing wrong, we don't want to hear it.
We don't want to hear it.
But at the end of the day, you're going to have a consequence.
Period. Like, and a lot of times we know that what we're doing is wrong. Or we know that God has
You can
convicted
feel
us.
when it's wrong.
Yes, especially conviction is especially if you really have gotten to a point to where you locked in with God and you like are really tuned in. He gonna convict you on some stuff, and it might not. It's been stuff that he's convicted me of that is not even necessarily a sin.
He's gonna tell you whether you're right or wrong. Either way,
Exactly.
you don't even have to be committing a sin. Either way, if you really locked in, you gonna hear him say no.
Yes, because a lot of people is like, well, it's not a sin, so I'm all right.
No,
but it's
not.
like if God has convicted you of it, it's because he has better for you, or he has you on a certain path, and he knows that going this way is gonna take you off of that path. And so it's like, no, I'm trying to steer you in the right direction.
Stay focused, my boy.
Stay focused. Yeah. Like, yes, over here might look more appealing.
The grass ain't green, always green on it.
It sure ain't. It might be turf over. It ain't even real.
What they say, them trap doors?
It might be a good door, but it don't mean it's a God door. Crazy.
Don't get us in the notes.
Listen, like it's always gonna be a consequence. But the most beautiful thing about God is
the grace.
He gives us grace and mercy every day, because even though there are consequences to everything that we do against him, and we don't get to choose those consequences. There have been so many times that I've been disobedient, that I've sinned against God, and there may not have been a consequence at that moment.
But it's waiting on you.
Or it might not be. He might have just, all right, this is a little warning. I'm gonna let you get away with this one.
I'm gonna let you slide this time.
I'm gonna let you slide this time.
But next time.
Or I might let you slide the next time. However, with mercy, it's like, I'm not gonna give you what the consequence that you deserve. That is like,
because it probably should be worse.
It's so much that we have done that we shouldn't even be here for. Like, there are so many times that we've gone astray or gone against God. He might tell you something in the moment, and you be like,
You like, dang, is this me talking?
Right.
Or am I hearing God talking?
You know it's God.
Yeah, that's because you be like thinking you tripping, but 9 times out of 10, that's God talking.
And I like definitions. You know I love a good definition.
What you need a definition of?
Because I want to give people the definition of grace and mercy, so that they know. So we ain't just saying words that sound good, you know?
What did Pastor said today? The conviction means convincing?
Sure. I don't remember.
That was the simplest form. No, that's what he said today.
Oh, okay.
I was just telling you.
Oh, I thought you was asking me.
No. Like, he's convincing you that this is wrong.
And he do.
Yeah.
And that's exactly
But you
what
don't
it
listen
is.
to it. You're not convinced until you get a consequence. Then you're like, all right.
And then after the fact, you be mad.
Yeah.
Because it's like, why I ain't just listened to you the first time?
Why I do it?
Why would I do it?
Yeah.
Done. So it says God's grace is usually defined as undeserved favor. Grace cannot be earned. It's something that's freely given.
Child.
We count on God's grace and the bridge he built in our relationship with him. Because of his grace, oftentimes he spares us and doesn't give us the consequences we deserve.
Sum it up then.
Child. And it says mercy is compassion or forgiveness shown towards someone whom it is within one's power to punish or harm. So he has the power to punish you.
For sure.
But sometimes because of his mercy, he's like,
You know, sometimes you spare your children. You spare them. They deserve a consequence, sir.
I'll be like, get her.
Hey, now. You did too much. But we spare
But
'em.
like, and he spares us all the time. All the time.
He said, there's so many of y'all. I just ain't got time. Let me go. Let me get this up over here. I'll come back to you. Maybe you'll listen the next time.
You stupid.
Maybe you see what consequence I gave them, and then you'll get right. I wonder if that's how you be thinking.
I doubt it.
No.
He's all powerful. He got all the power in the world to be able to discipline all of us if he really wanted to at the same time. That's crazy. And the fact that he chooses not to sometimes.
He might be rolling his ass.
Like, here she go again. Especially when you be like, Lord, I done learned a lesson.
You lying, child.
I'm tired of learning the same lesson over
You're lying.
again. He's like, you haven't learned though.
You ain't learned.
So we gonna keep on.
Keep it on.
You gonna keep going
Let's do
through
it
this
again.
same test again until you get tired. Until you like, okay, I'ma finally listen. I'ma finally listen.
Why does it take so long, though?
Because we are hard-headed and disobedient, and we be letting our flesh rule us all the time. That flesh is strong than a mug. Be like, I just got needs. I'm human. We all got needs.
You know, it's all right just to do a little.
A little, ain't gonna hurt you. It might,
But
though. It's a crazy thing. It really might. It might kill you.
It might give you a Diddy.
It might give you a disease.
That too. Might.
You never know. Like, it's a whole lot of stuff that we just be out here doing. We just be doing stuff. We just be doing stuff all the time. And
You gotta chill.
sometimes you're going to have to eat them consequences because he does have grace and mercy for us. But sometimes, not saying his grace or his mercy runs out, but he can choose when it's not reserved for us. Or what did Darius say? Oh, I wrote that down too. Hold on.
I've been listening here lately because he's been talking real.
I told you he's good.
Well,
Disobedience and sin is going to have consequences, no matter how much you try to rationalize it. And just because God has grace and mercy, don't mean that you should take that for granted and be like, "Oh, I sinned, but God is going to forgive me, and so I can just do it all over again because
it's not how that works.
He has grace." That's not how that works. Oh, he said that God has grace for you, but sometimes that grace period runs out.
That's real.
That is real.
That's kind of scary too.
Because you gonna keep on testing him. Like, oh, he had grace for me all these other times, so he gonna keep having grace for me. All right. He gonna try that one more time. And that grace period
Consequence
is up.
Time's up.
So just do what he's told you to do. And I know it's easier said than done. I know it's easier said than done. Cause
learning journey. Come on now.
we
human. He know our heart.
We are not perfect.
That's what we always say. And the black people, he know our heart.
He do know our heart. It's a crazy thing. And a lot of our hearts do not be in the right heart posture. So y'all can keep on saying that all you want to.
See, I got my all white on. I'm trying to get right.
He knows your heart and he's shaking his head.
Trying to listen a little bit more.
Listen. But no, I'm just, as I learn and as Deanna learns and as God speaks to us and, we get this word in us and he keeps on growing us on our spiritual journey, we just want to share with y'all. That's it. We not no pastors. We not no ministers.
I sure ain't no pastor.
No, because I still be cussing on here.
I'm relearning the word.
But we learning and we growing and we want to grow with y'all. So
don't try to come with no crazy scriptures because I got my
please
Bible.
don't.
I'm gonna pull it out on you.
Don't be asking me where in the Bible.
Nah, don't ask me where.
Please don't do all of it.
But I'm gonna look it up if you want to throw some stuff out there. Let me get the what book it is in the chapter.
But I want to read the word for myself so I know it for myself. So that if you come to me with anything crazy, because people be coming to you with some crazy stuff, and I be knowing that it's not in the Bible.
But don't come to me with that.
But I want to know it for myself, and it says hide the word in your heart so that you are able to pull it whenever.
I'll pull it on my phone.
Read the word for yourself. Read the word for yourself.
I am. It's just,
Try and be a better human every day.
We need to have some study sessions. I suck at studying. I think that's the problem.
I just read the word and I take notes.
That's why I got my little study guide thing.
Mm-hmm. I highlight and I take notes, and then I pray on it afterward. Mm-hmm. Or I pray that he helps me to retain it.
Yeah.
But as far as studying goes, I mean, that's all the studying I'm a. For right now.
Yeah,
for right now, that's what I got in me right now.
Get high scores.
High scores?
Get
what, in life?
Get high scores.
You a monkey.
Scratch and delete.
But yeah.
Just all we got for y'all.
Yeah. And I pray for that young man.
I hope something, comes out better for him. I don't know.
I'm praying for all parties involved.
In the school districts is a little iffy nowadays. They made him an example.
They absolutely made him an example.
That's what it is. He'll do better.
Yep.
But another kid won't touch his head.
Hell no.
Do it before you get to work.
And I hope y'all wash your hands after y'all finish your braids down.
Stinking hand. Get your stinking hand. Did you watch the video?
No, I gotta go watch my. It was a lot going on. But y'all, we're gonna reiterate. If you ain't following us, what are you doing?
Cause this is the home team over here.
If you ain't subscribed to us, what are you doing?
They playing
around. So y'all go over to YouTube at We Them Girls Podcast and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you are notified every time we post a video and you don't miss out on any of these bomb episodes. And then go over to our Instagram and TikTok pages at We Them Girls Pod. And hit that follow button. Hit that notification button also so you don't miss any of our posts because, I mean, clearly they're viral.
We're the hot topic.
You know what I mean? But yeah, and keep them followers and subscribers coming because y'all been doing y'all big one. And we will see y'all back next week. Audio on Wednesday, visual on Thursday.
Y'all know what it is.
Period. Every week. Love y'all.
See y'all next week.
Bye.
This podcast was produced by B. Haywood for Confirmed Podcast Network. Confirmed.